Hi friends, my name is Omkar Jagdare and I'm coming at you from Detroit, Michigan, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to move to USA. But before we get started, I want you to smash that like button with the same intensity with which you want to come to America. So you prove me how bad you want to come to US. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about 4 ways on how you can come to US legally. Alright, so number one way, in my opinion, you can come to US is by taking advantage of higher education. So you can either pursue your bachelor's or your master's in United States. Now, there are 2 ways to come to US, either bachelor's or master's. So first way, if you are doing your undergrad, usually it means you will be investing a lot of money. Usually undergrads will cost you about $200,000 to $300,000 if you're going to a private university. If you're going to a state university, you might end up paying a little bit less, but even with your living expenses and other things, you'll still end up way in the 100,000 ranges. So I think undergrad would be difficult. If you are creative, you might be able to do a couple of years at a community college, which is, it will cost you maybe $20,000-$30,000 for your 2 years, and then you can go to a bigger university and finish your degree, and that might cost you $60,000 to $80,000. So you might be able to wrap this up in about $100,000. But still, you still have those living expenses, and during your undergrad time frame, if you work and stuff like that, you might be able to make that money back. Okay. Similarly with masters, usually masters is a 2-year program, and you don't need to have excellent grades. You don't have to have phenomenal grades to come to US. US does not care about your grades, folks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I came to America with below average grades in my 12th grade. So don't think that you have to come to US because you're really doing exceptionally well in your education. That is not the case. US is for, in my opinion, America is for the people who have not been given the opportunity in their own country, or who have been passed on for opportunities by other people. Maybe your company or maybe your society hasn't given you the shot at your destiny, the one you are looking for. So I think America is a great place for you. Okay, so moving on. So masters in America, you might be able to do it in less than $100,000. In my opinion, you should be able to finish a master's in $40,000. And with your living expenses, maybe another $20,000. So $40,000 to $60,000, you should be able to finish your master's if you're not going to a very large university. I've also made a video on how to do your master's for free in US, so check it out. I'll post a link in the bio. All right. Second way of coming to US. Now, this is for somebody who is in their mid-20s or late 20s, even in your 30s or 40s, to be honest. So one way you can do is, imagine you're working in your own country. You may be in India, Pakistan, Nepal, Europe. You may be anywhere in the world. You're already working at a company and they have office in US. Let's take an example of Accenture, a civil engineering firm which has a branch in India and also has a branch in US. So the way you make that move is, you go and talk to your boss, you go and talk to your HR and see if they have openings in America which you may be able to apply for. So there are 2 ways to come there. So they can either apply for a H-1B from US. So imagine there is a position open in your same company in US. You can find that. Let's say in New York City, there's a position open for a computer science major or a civil engineer in your company. You find that job, you go and talk to your HR, talk to the HR in US and see if they can talk to each other and see if there is a way for them to apply for your H-1B while you're working in India or whichever country you are. And if they apply for H-1B, you get selected, there's a chance you can come to US. You can also do with the L-1 visa, which is similar process. They can just do an intercompany transfer. But I know a lot of people who come to US on an L-1 visa. I recently talked to someone who did that. Okay, so that is number 2 way of coming to US. Number 3rd way is very interesting way. You can also immigrate to US by marrying someone in US. Now, I always tell people that do the right things for the right reasons. Never take shortcuts in life, because you usually don't end up far in life when you do those kind of things. So here's the thing. If you're interested in someone in US, you want to meet someone in America, and that's one of the ways you want to figure out, then what I would tell you is, main question for you is like, if you're a lady or a man, you're like, how do I meet someone in America? Where do I connect with them? Instagram, Facebook, where do I connect with them? What I would recommend is get onto a dating app, which American dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, or whatever there are out there. I only know 2 of them. what you can do is sign up for the premium subscription and change your location to whichever city you want to move to in US. For example, let's say you are in Mumbai, India, and you want to move in New York City in US. You can change your location to New York City and take a premium subscription and start swiping right. And so whatever guys or girls you meet when at this thing, you can talk to them, you can see how things go, you can start dating online. It's an online dating age. You can talk to them, meet them, and if something goes your way, you can even move to US on a fiancé visa. You get 3 months to move to US. Basically that visa is valid for 3 months, and you have to get married within those 90 days once you come to US. Otherwise you have to go back to your country. So basically you can move to US for 90 days and you can date that person for 90 days, see if it's working. If it doesn't work, you can go back to your country, or you can find someone else during that time. But apparently that's how it works. So look on USCIS website how that visa works. Okay, it's called fiancé visa. Just Google it for USA. All right, so I think that is one way. Fourth and the most expensive way to come to US, if you are financially very well off, you have a lot of assets, you're financially really doing well in life, then one of the ways you can come to US is by investing into a business, investing into real estate. So basically what you have to do is you have to invest about $800 to $1 million of minimum investment into one of these businesses. So once you do that investment, you usually get about 2 years of temporary green card, and within those 2 years you have to create 10 jobs for the American citizens. So that may be a green card holder or a permanent citizen. You have to create 10 jobs, and then the government or whatever USCIS, that institution or whatever that entity, they will look at your business. They will see if you have created these jobs and if they are sustainable, and depending upon that review, you will get a permanent green card. Once you get your permanent green card, you can even close your business or do whatever you want. Most people don't, they just continue because usually those businesses are profitable, so they can continue pursuing them. If you don't want to, it's fine. So if you're financially doing really amazing, I think that may be a way for you to come to US. But I think that were the only 4 ways I know legally you can come to US. There are other ways, I'm not discussing in the interest of time here, but these are the most used ways, I believe, of coming to US. I am kind of master at figuring out how to come to US through education, and that's what I do because that's how I came to US. So if you have any questions with that, you can put it in the comment section. On bachelor's of doing your bachelor's or master's in US, you have those questions, you can put in the comment section, or you can connect with me on my Instagram. But otherwise, I had a great time talking to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.